Hey there, Pal Church family and friends. I hope and pray that the new year has given you an opportunity to reflect on last year, to recalibrate your life in the midst of lots of changes, and to refocus on how you might live into a new world and a new reality here in 2021. As COVID-19 cases exploded dramatically in December, we felt compelled to close our building in the midst of that post-Thanksgiving surge. It was a decision that did not come lightly or easily for us, especially with the prospect of having to close our building for Christmas Eve. And so we have been waiting to see if there would be a similar surge after Christmas and New Year's. However, we are not seeing the same thing that we saw after Thanksgiving. So this gives us hope, which brings me to sharing with you that we will reopen our building for small groups and for in-person worship beginning Sunday, January the 31st. Now, just like in the fall, during those months when we were open and we were gathering for worship in person, we will once again have all of our safe practices in place. It will be these practices that allow us to gather safely, and so they are very important. We will need you to pre-register for worship services and answer all the questions that are a part of that process. Registration will always open the Sunday before the next Sunday's worship service. We will also need you to wear masks as soon as you come on the ground and keep them on your face at all times. We will need you to physically distance from one another and not gather in groups of people in the building or hug on one another before or after the services. We sincerely encourage everyone to be about the practice of washing hands before you come to church and immediately upon leaving church. All of these actions help us to keep one another safe when we are here at the building. This is important to us, and it is my hope and it is my prayer that it will also be important to you, especially as it relates to loving one another and loving others who aren't even here with us on Sunday mornings. Now, children's activities in the bubble will also resume along with youth activities in the sanctuary. However, at this point, we are still unable to open our nursery or our preschool activities for children under the age of 5. However, young families are welcome and encouraged to be with us here in the worship center, and I promise you, as the pastor, that the voices and activity of children here in the worship center will not bother me. So please come, and may we have this worship time together. The biggest change in our reopening will actually be our worship times. Whereas we had been worshiping at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. in the fall when we were open for in-person worship and gatherings, now, beginning on January 31st, we will be going back to our pre-COVID worship times. We will worship at 9:30 a.m. and then again at 11 o'clock. Our 9:30 a.m. service will be the one that live streams, and our 11 o'clock service will look a little different. We are calling it an ancient and modern worship service. A worship service where we will have some more intentional time for prayer and also saying prayers with one another, saying prayers together. We will also be affirming our faith in God with some of our ancient creeds. We will say those creeds together with one another. And there will be other worship elements that will be slightly different from the 9:30 service. We're looking forward to making our two services have their own identities. And so I want to encourage you to try them both out in the future and see what you think. Well, we are looking forward to seeing you on Sunday, January 31st, if that feels safe for you. If not, we will see you live streaming. Registration will open on Sunday, January 24th for the 31st, and that registration will remain open the entire week leading up to the worship time on Sunday, the 31st. Again, please, if you can pre-register, that would be a tremendous help for us so that we can be best prepared for how many people will be showing up on Sunday mornings. Thank you. Thank you so much for your prayers. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your financial gifts. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for your grace. It has been a very challenging year in so many ways for so many of us. And I'm grateful that you are committed to God and to the work of God's church here at Powell United Methodist. We love you, we miss you, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Take care, God bless, and remember, wherever you are, go and be the church.